So it's been 1 year of making comics. Maybe Panda Cop doesn't count as a real comic, but then I quickly learned a lot and started making other webcomics, still unprofessionally, with gray backgrounds. Don't have any white to it, don't have proper paneling, but I feel grateful and blessed. With the state of the world, I sometimes feel that maybe it's pointless to be making these comics, but I need an outlet for my creativity. I always have to be making something, and maybe these comics can inspire people with their stories of heroic justice and morality and chaotic good, with characters who don't do what they're told, they only do what's right. And I really appreciate some people like Kristar and Meowball supporting me from the beginning, keep giving me motivation with their nice comments. Without people reading and commenting, I just wouldn't have the motivation to keep going. So I really do appreciate that, and that's why I keep making these comics, I guess. So going forward, I'm going to try to put a story to the Cosmic Warriors Battle Arena, something I talked about with Chris a few times, and creator of the legendary Legends of Candralar. Maybe something expanding a little bit. I'm going to kind of explain the backstory a little bit and the in-universe lore of the Cosmic Warriors universe, and how, this kind of crossover came to be, and the kind of rules, I guess, of the battle arena. I've also just recently finished Kung Fu Grandma 2, which I'm very happy about. I'm very excited about that. I've started another comic called Black Mambas, and that's going to be a crossover with Kung Fu Grandma and Hell High and Karate Vampires, which I've also just started. So Black Mambas and Karate Vampires don't actually have any pages yet, but it's going to be like, I'm going to go back and explain how Kung Fu Grandma is kind of the way she is, like how she was like a soldier in a special force group, and same with Ramses, kind of explaining why they're so overpowered. And it's going to be like a Lovecraftian kind of story. I'm going to have kind of, well, I guess I'm just spoiler alert, but it's going to be like some cosmic horror, some alien entities, alien or dimensional entities on some island. So we're going to have like a time skip. We're going to explain that backstory with Kung Fu Grandma when she was young as Kung Fu Mama, and then skip ahead to the future with characters from Karate Vampires and the survivors, from Hell High and Kung Fu Grandma, and just keep moving forward from there with those stories and keep working on Cosmic Warriors Battle Arena. I recently did a little bit of voice acting for the Great Vicious E for his comic, which he's now turning into a motion comic, Quincy and the Dames. So he's been working away on that, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that episode with my line reading in it. And I would be open to working with him again in the future, doing some more line reading. I really love his motion comic that he's been making. And here we see some slides from Pit Fighter, which I am probably too busy to keep working on right now. I'm going to prioritize some of those other stories, but I'd love to come back to it again one day. Most of my ideas, basically all my ideas, is based around ideas for video games that I actually have, and this would be one of them, where it was kind of based off of like Def Jam Fight for New York, and also the storyline of Super Fighter, which was like an old martial arts movie. And just keeping on with that video game topic, a great picture from the great Kristar. Love this one.